Yo, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me in there? Make sure, Mike. Yeah. Can y'all hear me? All right, yeah, y'all can hear me. All right, hold on. Let me fix this real quick. Something else wrong with my sound. Fix this real quick. I want to address. Come on here and address something real fast. When when you start to make waves, you start getting a lot of people that want to come out and say bad things about you. So I want to address this brother, Afro Think Tank, who I actually don't dislike. I'm subscribed to Afro Think Tank. I actually like his channel. I watch all his videos. You said something about me a couple weeks ago when you was addressing O'Shea Duke Jackson. I've never done anything to you, but you mentioned me for some reason. I don't know why you mentioned me, right? Yeah. We're going to address that. We're going to address that because this is the thing, right? You have two parents, and that's an old video from 2013 that they pull up, right? That's on my mother's side. On my mother's side, I'm going to show everything today, though, so we can just put this to bed, right? Because this is the thing. That's out there for public consumption. I've never hide from that. I always told you I had Caribbean roots, right? On my grandfather's side, he was born on the Muskogee plantation. He died before I was born, and I was always led to believe that he was straight from Guyana, but his grandfather was from Guyana. He was born on the Muskogee plantation with a Native American background. My mother's mother is Cuban, right? My father's FBA. All the stuff is on my channel. It's funny how when they do these videos, they never, ever, ever, ever show the videos that I put on my channel with on my father's side. Never. They never show when I'm down there on the land. They never show none of this stuff because they're running a narrative. Yeah, they're running a narrative to try to destroy your credibility, to make you look a certain way. It's evil because you disagree. See, this is the thing. I have never said anything bad about Afro Think Tank. Never. I've watched all his videos. So they pull up a thing where I've always said on my mother's side is Caribbean background. Always. So I don't know what's the angle here. And watch this though. I'm gonna prove today in this live stream, this short live stream I'm doing now, way before we were saying FBA, I was calling out Africans. I was calling out pan-Africanism. I was already calling it out for what was going on here in the city. Yeah, and this is the thing though. I like Afro Think Tank. See, I think the misconception is because I call out pan-Africanism, they think that I don't like pan-Africans or I don't like Africans. See, a lot of the pan-Africans have turned this into some set tripping and gangbanging stuff. I don't call people out their names. I don't disparage people to make my point, right? My whole thing is you said something about me. I left a comment in your comment section this morning, and you felt compelled to do a whole 18-minute video on me to try to, I guess, ruin my credibility for something that's already known. That's the part that's crazy, right? So hold on. Matter of fact, I'm gonna let a little bit more people get in here, and then I'm gonna share my screen, and I'm gonna show. Yeah. Oh, but I already know. But no, this is the thing though. They know that my father's FBA. They know that I was born here in Philadelphia, raised on my dad's side. They already know this stuff. I've been in the Pan-African community for a long time, right? I've been over on Sidetas. They all know who I am. They all know me, right? I never came in here from none of that stuff. All that stuff is public record. Yeah, but I don't even we don't even. But see, this is the thing. Like I tell the family, we don't have to disrespect Afro Think Tank to get our point across. We don't have to say nothing bad about Afro Think Tank. We grown-ups. We'll have to say anything. Only thing I'm saying, Afro, when you see this, I never said anything about you. I have my position on Pan-Africanism, and if you disagree, we're not begging. We just disagree. We just disagree. But I want to show you guys. So I'm gonna share the screen real fast. I'm gonna share the screen. So this is my grandmother on my mother's side, my mother's mother. And this is my grandfather who died before I was born. He was born in 1919 in Florida, Tallahassee, Florida, Muskogee Plantation. Now his mother is the Muskogee side. His father roots go back to Guyana. My grandmother roots is Cuban, right? So my mother's side, I didn't know. I didn't know I didn't know too much about it. It's funny, when I was a kid growing up and I was asked questions about my grandfather, they told me he was Panamanian because a lot of them didn't even know because he died. So he died a long, long time ago when they were young, right? So when I started doing the paperwork to get the information, then I found out, right, that, you know, we had family. But when they play that clip, I talked for a whole hour and a half in that video and explained the different things. They play that one little short clip. I got a bunch of videos out when I'm talking about my family. They only go to that clip. This is my grandmother, right? On my mom's side. This is my mom. She's a Native American looking lady. Hair about 5 foot, hair go down to her back. I don't hide from that. I've been put that out there. That's why I have so much Native American DNA, right? I put that out there. Now, when you go down here, right? She was born 1924, right? When you go down here, hold on, let's go back. Oh shit, it's gonna go back to the beginning. Wait, I gotta go back. That's my dad right there, Pops. When you go down, but I gotta go back down real quick so that way. Okay. Hold on. Now, this was on my father's side, my FBA side. This is my great-great-great-grandmother, right? My great-great-grandmother, born in 1887 in Roanoke, Virginia. This is my great-great-aunt May, right? This is my grandmother's grandma right here, right? So I can trace my family back, and then I have a picture of her mom, right? This is on my father's side. This is my father's family. So I put this stuff up already, right? Then I did the video from our land. How come they don't pull this stuff up? Like, why you guys got to be so disingenuous? If you're gonna do something to say to try to make me look like I'm a liar or I'm wrong or something, then just be honest. Just be honest. Because it's right here. It's here. But this don't go with the narrative of the way that you're trying to paint me for no reason at all. No reason. I've done nothing to you but have my own opinion. That's it. Absolutely nothing. I have my own opinion. All of them that do these videos, they all run on that same narrative, man. And it's and I don't know why. I don't know why. I just it's confusing to me. It's confusing to me, right? So I have put these pictures up in these videos, and I have other pictures. I put these up of my family. I don't hide it. I'm proud of where I come from. I'm proud of my roots. So I just, you know, I don't understand the position that you would take. You know, my like I said, my granddad, he died a long time ago when my mother was a child, like was a baby. My mother in her late 70s. So, and he died when she was young, right? So I didn't have a lot of information on him per se, because my grandma had remarried Pop, and I thought Pop was my grandfather, but Pop wasn't my grandfather. And he was also Caribbean background. I thought it was him, but no, this was my grandfather. So when I was making that statement about that, I was finding out at that time that I had even Guyana background on my mother's side, right? So that's what I was explaining. But I always said this. So if you play the video, that's me saying it. This is way before FBA when we all were still on the Pan-African tip, right? But I got more to show. Hold on. Let me go over here real quick, right? How come they don't show? How come they don't show when I'm down here? Hold on.
He going inside. He going inside the doghouse. That's the doghouse. Like a super old, like slave quarters.
Now, hold on. I'm gonna pause
down here.
So when I show this, right? When I show this woman here, born in 1887, right? And my Aunt May, who died at 100 years old, right? This is all on my FBA side, right? This is my FBA great-great-grandmother, born in Roanoke on my father's side, right? When I show this, right? But I posted this one a year ago, right? On this channel. When I show this and then I go here, this is the family's land here, right? In Virginia.
Down here. Right, hold on. Let me zoom in on it and make it big. I'm probably walking all the way down there right this second. That's been there forever, ever, and ever. Right? Then you got this guy right here. He think he can play ball, but he ain't got no game.
I'm nice. Overly nice.
He's overly nice bad.
No, I'm overly nice. Too bad to be good.
He going in.
Too good to be bad.
Yeah, look, he going inside. He going inside the doghouse. That's the doghouse. But when I was younger, like I said, when I was younger, I would have never wanted to live in the country, right? But as I get older now at 50, yeah, I could live in the country all day. I can do all the country stuff. I wouldn't
My only thing is if you're going to come after me, just be honest. Go put up the stuff and just and compare and contrast it. Like don't try to do certain things to make me look bad when I never done nothing to you. I don't have, think about this, Afro thing, take when you see this. I have no videos talking about you at all whatsoever. But you were Pan-Africans coming at me because you disagree with my opinion. I disagree with your opinion, my brother, but I have no videos about you trying to disparage your image, trying to disparage your character, none of that. You made them about me. So what does that say? But then you didn't even do, like, show these videos, show my other side. That's all I'm asking.
I wouldn't mind doing that now, you know, a place where I can come, my grandkids, can run, they can do whatever they want to do. They can, you know, just run all over, and we got land and space to run to. That's all stuff that I would want to do today. But man, you know, it's better than being inside those cities, man.
So let's go here for a minute. Let's go here. We can do this. Hold on. Let's go here. Hold on. Oh, okay. Now hold on.
This didn't exist. But a lot of these Africans come here, they got the same. Not all of them. I'm not going to say all of them. But a lot of them come here.
Now, this is a video from 6 years ago, right? That was on my old channel from 6 years ago. I'm in Southwest Philadelphia. I'm going around Little Africa, right? And we're not talking FBA at this time. We still talking Pan-African stuff, but I was calling out Pan-Africanism then, Afro think tank, and I was saying that the Africans are not practicing Pan-Africanism. I didn't start this today. I've been saying this. I've been doing this, my brother.
Africans, Dominicans, they got a whole market. 20 years ago, you go back 20 years ago, this wasn't here. This didn't exist. But a lot of these Africans come here, they got the same Not all of them. I'm not gonna say all of them. A lot of them come here. They got disdain for African Americans. They talk shit about a lot of the African Americans. They say that we lazy, we don't want to do shit. But a lot of them came here, and off of certain programs that were set in place by our ancestors, they was able to come here and flourish. So
now watch this. Now you hear those talking points? I was saying that back then. This is an old video. I was saying this 6 and 7 years ago. I'm not saying this just now. So I hope Afro Think Tank, when you see this, don't confuse me, my brother. I've been saying this. We disagree. You may be hardcore pan-African. That doesn't make me weak. That doesn't make you stronger. You just have an idea of pan-Africanism and you go all out to that. I disagree. I don't believe that they're practicing it. We disagree. But this is the thing. I don't have to call you out your name. I don't have to disrespect you, right? I still watch your videos. I don't have to do none of that to get my point across. My whole thing is you could have looked at that video, but then you could have looked at the other side on my father's side and you could have talked about that part too. And you didn't. You didn't. It's there. I don't hide nothing. Everything is there. My grandchildren, my wife, everything is there.
We got to understand just what we up against and the things that's happening with the Negro people. All of every last one of these stores down here is all Afro. They say that we lazy, we got the whole market. 20 years ago, you go back 20 years ago, this wasn't here. This didn't exist. But a lot of these Africans come here, they got the same. Not all of them, I'm not gonna say all of them. A lot of them come here, they got disdain for African Americans. They talk shit about a lot of the African Americans. They say that we lazy, we don't want to do shit. But a lot of them came here, and off of certain programs that were set in place by our ancestors, they was able to come here and flourish.
Let me go ahead to 6 minutes, right, real quick.
Placing you as the new black people of America, they stay separate from us. We all black, George. Why are you spark up a diaspora war? Why you?
They was asking me, why am I sparking up a diaspora war 6 and 7 years ago, Afro Think Tank? I didn't just start saying this. I've been saying this before Tariq Nasheed. When Tariq Nasheed was still making hidden color videos, I was talking like this, my brother. So since you want to dig up, you want to dig in the crates, here goes some crates. I'm digging in the crates for you. I've been doing this. Before a lot of these people got these channels going in, I was already doing it.
You so fucking stupid. I'm not sparking up no damn diaspora war. Miss me with that diaspora war dumbass shit. I'm telling you, what I'm telling you is what's happening within our communities, and we got to be able to talk about it. A lot of Africans come to America and they don't. Right? No, I agree with that. A lot of Africans come to America and they don't associate with the African American struggle. They stay separate from us, and it's the truth. They don't associate. And I've had a brother from Mali tell me that even if he wanted to associate with the African American struggle, he wouldn't for fear of being kicked out of the country. For fear of being kicked out of the country. It's not about a diaspora war. If it's about
I want y'all to see something real quick. Right here, if I can highlight it, I don't know if I can make it big. This says 6 years ago. 6 years ago, Afro Think Tank. My brother, 6 years ago, my brother. We just disagree. I don't have no smoke with you. I don't have no problem with you. I'm my own person. I don't even dislike you. I just don't like the fact that you made that video because I left you a comment that you made that video like that. I just thought that was uncalled for you to do that because I've never done that to you, even though I disagree with pan-Africanism. That's my issue. So you painted a certain narrative to me, to your people, and that wasn't right, my brother. That wasn't right. That was bad of you because I wouldn't do that to you. You notice I'm sitting here now talking to my people, and I'm not talking ill about you. I'm telling my people that I still watch you and I still enjoy your content because I enjoy the fact that you're in Africa and I get to see Africa. I don't dislike Africa. I just know that they don't practice pan-Africanism. We just disagree there.
A diaspora war, then take your black ass down to Jamaica and tell the Jamaicans and Trinidadians to stop fighting each other.
I was saying this already.
But I can go down for blocks. This thing is like, they got a whole strip, like 8 blocks long. My man Terry from the city, he know. And they support these businesses. These businesses are up and going strong.
And guess who patronized those stores? Black Americans. Black Americans patronize those stores. While a lot of them come here and don't associate with us and have very disparaging things to say about us. I stand on that. It's the truth. It's the truth. That don't make me weak. That don't make me something. That just make me say, hey, I want to focus more on what we're doing here. I want to focus more on what we're doing here. Hold on, let me see something too. Let me see. Let me see if I can pull this up. Oh shit, hold on. Let me see if I can pull this one up. Let me knock this down real quick. Let me see if I can pull this up. Peace to the other people coming in. Oh man, hold on. Didn't I send it? Didn't I email it to me? Hold on. I thought I emailed it to. I thought I sent the email. Hold on for a second, y'all. I'm looking for this email. On my I didn't have it in my phone. Wait a minute. And see, a lot of times they be looking for us to come with a whole bunch of smoke and be going in and all that kind of stuff. I'm not doing all that because I don't feel that way about you. I don't feel that way about you. I did this because you mentioned me when you was going in on O'Shea. I had nothing to do with that. I don't even know why my name even came up in the video. When you said in your video that you're subscribed to me. You know I do work in my community. You know I do work for my people. So why would you do that video to try to disparage my credibility when we raise money online and do things for the community? Because you disagree with something that I'm saying. And then you didn't show my dad's side. That wasn't right, bro. That wasn't right. Hold on, here we go. Wait a minute. Let me download these. Let me see if I can, let me stop sharing. Let me see if I can pull this, if I can do this the right way, because I don't know if I know how to do this yet on here. Let's see if I can move it over here. Let me see if it let me share real quick. Oh, window. Boom. Boom. That's a picture of my father in Vietnam, 1968. Right there. That's my dad, right? Out there in Vietnam. My FBA father, born here in America, right? In Vietnam. That's a picture of him. Let me see if I can pull up this other one real quick. This other one real quick. This is him as an older man. So that way, that's my daddy right there. That's where I come from. That's my FBA father. So, and all this stuff is up there. It's all on my in my community tab, in my community post. And it's a shame that I have to do this, but when you have people that disagree with you, they come after you. They come after you. So my whole thing was, I showed you the work that we was doing, and you got I guess, I don't know, you got upset, and then you went and made an 18-minute video about me. I said, well, you Guyanese, no. So let's reshare the screen again one more time. Let's reshare the screen again one more time. Where's that? So this is my FBA great-great-grandmother, born in 1887. And our family go back to Virginia and Columbus, Georgia, and Tallahassee, Florida. Right? That's my great-great Ethel May. She lived till she was 100 years old. Right? She passed away about 10 years ago. Right? That's the father's side. This is my mother's mother, right? My Cuban grandmother. That's her, right? That's my grandfather. And as I said, he's the one with the Native American and Guyanese background. He's the one with that. But I didn't know that up until that time when I was doing that video, was practicing Pan-Africanism. And that's why I mentioned that. I thought that my grandmother's other husband, Pop, who was Panamanian, I thought he was my grandfather for so many years. I didn't know because he died so many years ago, right? So that's the skinny on that when it comes to my mom's side and the Caribbean background, right? And everybody know me. I don't crap on Caribbean people. I don't crap on African people. I don't do none of that. I sit here and I tell my story. I don't have videos where I'm going in on like that. I just tell the FBA story. I was raised on my father's side. I was raised here in Philadelphia. This is what I know. This is what I know. So only thing I'm asking, Afro Think Tanks, when you mention me, you know I do work for the people. Just be honest, man. That's all I'm saying. Just be honest. Just tell the whole story. That's all. We ain't got no smoke. I ain't got no smoke for you. I don't want to cuss you out. I don't have none of that. None of that for you. But because of that, a lot of y'all got people coming into my spaces saying all kinds of stuff that don't make sense. Because you creating a narrative about me that I'm not doing that about you. All because we disagree. So just think about it. A lot of you guys got issues. A lot of you guys got issues with FBA. Right? But the very things that you got issues with, you doing very nasty and belligerent things to us. I've never done anything to none of y'all. Nothing. I watch your channel, support the channel, hit the like button, everything on your channel, and you over there trying to disparage me. It's it's crazy. Like I said, what I'm going to do, FBA Convo. I got other pictures of my family that go back even further than her. I'm gonna put them up tomorrow. I'm gonna put those pictures up tomorrow, right? And go back. I think I got let me see. Hold on. This is our FBA. This is our Urban Nerd stuff with Q Butter up in New York. We doing that's a picture of old George right there when I was all the way in my bag. That's when I had hair. Yeah, that's when I was in my bag for real in my bag. We wasn't playing back then. We definitely wasn't playing back then, boy. This is about 2000. What year was this? 2010? Yeah, 2010, man. I was all the way in my bag then. That's when I had hair in the mustache. What I say? Yeah. One of my grandchildren right here. My grandbabies. All my grandbabies. All right. It's all my grandbabies. My son, my grandbabies. Like, I don't hide nothing. It's right there. It's all here, man. Me and my son. Me and my son. My wife. Me with a bunch of the kids in my organization in Washington, D.C. Me with my nerves over nigga shirt. I'm trying to find something. That's me with the police commissioner for a program that we was doing. But we out here. This me and my brother-in-law and his son. He's 6'8", he's 6'7". That's our Urban Nerds leather jackets out there at the gaming tournament, me and my son. The crazy thing is, we out here doing programs in the city, and we raise a lot of money, right? And this is me. Here you go. This is me with my son when he was a baby. That's George when he had hair. That's him when he was little. That's me right there when he was a baby, right? Just when I had hair. I'm trying to find something real quick. That's me with the second working with the DA's office, in the youth, help going into the youth prisons. That's Larry Krasner right there, the DA. That's what's the brother name? He actually helped us out. We go into the youth prisons to speak, right? So that's us down there. So when you have like the Charleston Whites and they out there saying all kinds of crazy stuff, I do all that stuff that Charleston White claimed he was doing, but I don't go online and disparage people and say a bunch of stuff about people, kids, and just do all kinds of bad things with low integrity. I don't do all that. But I work in the city and work with the help with the police to help the youth and go into the prisons to help with the bounce back programs. We do all that too. It's me and my bodyguards. Rasheed Wallace, with the Rasheed Wallace camp. That's me and Umar Johnson's dad at a community meeting at the church with 35th District. I'm trying to find. Hold on. Me and my children. One of my daughters. My grandbabies. My children. My wife. My grandson on my birthday a couple years ago threw cake in my face. My grandson. How do I go back? See, if I go back, it's going to mess up every damn thing. Damn. Yeah, it's going to take me all the way back to the top. But Baby George. That's Baby George. That's Baby George. Hold on. Because it was something that I was trying to show y'all. My father passed away in 2022. But like a lot of people, hold on. Let me see. It's something. It's another picture here of my grandmother. I want to let's see if I can pull up real quick. Right? I didn't want to okay. Here go a picture of my children, my grandchildren, and everybody. All right, so yeah, I do what I'm supposed to do. So I can't hold on, I'm gonna try one more time before I get back to, because I want to play this video of Symbol Africa again, so that way you guys can see I was doing this stuff years ago. So I hope this resonate with you, Afro, when you see it. We ain't got to be going back and forth. I have no desire to go back and forth with you. I have no desire to be, to do all that kind of stuff, because I never disliked you. You mentioned me when you was going in O'Shea. I heard my name. I was like, well, damn, what the hell did I do? Right? I caught a straight for nothing. From you. That's all I'm saying. Hold on. Wait a minute. Yeah. All right. Let me see. I think this all the stuff with the kids. Yeah, I got so much stuff that we do with the babies. This is okay. This is us. This is me working with another black man at the Fathership Foundation, one of my brothers. He paralyzed. He in a wheelchair. He put in a lot of work in the community. We do a lot of this. Is the community center that we got in Southwest Philly that we do with a lot of the kids. Family on my mother's side. Right? There's family here on my mom's side. Grandson. I'm trying to find. I ain't gonna be able to find it. Damn. This is down here. This down in Florida, down on my mom's side. I'm trying to find. Yeah, we was down in Jacksonville. My family on my mom's side. Yeah. My Caribbean side right there. I'm trying to. Yeah, I ain't gonna be able to find it. All right, so I'm gonna go back. Oh, my grandkids, but one of my babies from way back in the day when they was young, they all grown now. So I put working as a dad. Like these are my babies, bro. That's young George right there. Very, very, very young George. That's one of my daughters. She's grown now, right? She's 28. This one is 32 now. That's young George. I don't come on here and shuck and jive and talk trash This is what I do. This is what I do. All right. My wife, my son, me. So hold on. We're gonna get back to we're gonna go back to the what's the name though. Me and my homegirl. Back like we doing yoga. All right, so let me go back up real quick because I can't find it. I'm gonna go back up. But I got to get back to that. I semi yeah, they're adults now. I semi look like that. I look like that a little bit now. Yeah, my babies, yeah, she's 32. She's 28. My baby girls. They was in the oh, hold on. Which picture then? Where they at? That's my son when he was a baby. They not they go to 28. She was 26 on this picture. That's the 28-year-old one right there. And that's my son. So, but let me go back. Let's go back over to when I was down there with the Africans real quick before we get out of here.
What's good, homeboy? What's good? I'm just riding through. I'm on. Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that?
Let me see.
We're not going to compromise. No black president. We're not. As if they got to figure it out. Whereas though if it was so perfect, they wouldn't have had to leave. They wouldn't have had to leave their country.
Now watch this. I'm talking like this 6 years ago.
People from India, not native Indians, people from India are coming here and they're getting those benefits that wasn't supposed to be afforded to them. This is the stuff that I'm talking about. These people come here and they get special tax dispensation. They get grants and stuff to open up businesses, stuff that was supposed to be for the Negro people. They're giving it to the Africans. And these Africans are not coming here. They're moving into a whole nother neighborhood, into somebody else's house. And they're not moving here with the same love and respect. And it's the truth.
Nobody was talking FBA back then. I was talking this, calling out the Africans and Pan-Africans, my brother Afro think tank. I was already doing this before I was already doing this. So I don't have to get on here and talk. I can show the footage. I was already doing this, my brother. I've been saying this. That don't mean I still have a Pan-African heart, but I know that the Africans don't practice it. That's why I fell back and start focusing on home. I start focusing on home. I'm not disparaging you for you still wanting to do it. More power to you. Listen, one of my best homeboys on YouTube, Q Butter, is a Pan-African. That's my brother. But if you want to do that, fine. I'm never going to make a video about you to talk bad about you because you want to be Pan-African, though. Never. I don't do that. Never. I'm never going to do that to you.
It's the truth. I live here. I know exactly what I'm talking about. I live here. I live here in Philadelphia. I know what I'm speaking of. Anybody know me know that I don't speak from hate. I don't hate Africans.
I was saying this, what I'm saying now, I was saying back then. They wasn't online saying FBA yet. I was calling this stuff out. So we can separate the lie from the job and we can just deal straight on the facts. That's all. I've been saying this. I live here. I know what they do. I know how they behave. So this is just my opinion based off of my experience. This is my opinion based off of my experience.
But I'm not at all satisfied with some of them that come over here with their arrogance and attitude as if they got it figured out. Whereas though if it was so perfect, they wouldn't have had to leave. They wouldn't have had to leave their country to come
Don't look
over here. And then they come.
I was saying this when it was unpopular to say. I was saying this when nobody was saying it. All the way back then, I was saying it. All the way back then, my brother. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It's on video. Since y'all played that video of me saying my family's from Guyana, why don't you play this part too? Play this video. This is George years ago saying the same talking points that they saying now, way before we even knew what the FBA was. I was saying this. I was already saying this. I was already putting in the work, man. We show and prove over here. That's why I don't talk bad about nobody.
It's like if I leave here and go to Nigeria, if I'm in Nigeria, I'm in somebody else's house. So I'm going to act accordingly. I'm not going to go to Nigeria and start looking down on the Nigerians because of certain things that they might not have. But this is the stuff that's going on here. And they totally side with white supremacy. They don't see the white man as trouble or a problem. So now you got an African that come here from a war-torn country, come here, start a business. He's standing next to you. He's saying he's African. You're saying you're African. But he doesn't identify. He doesn't see the white man as a problem. He see you as a problem. But yet and still, you still patronize his stores. You got Kamala Harris. How was Kamala Harris speaking for the African American community and running for president where she's not an African American? Her family is from India and Jamaica.
Just say, if y'all guys can see it, I think I can. Let me see. Can I blow this up to make it bigger? Right here, 6 years ago. This video is about to be 7 years ago. It's from 2019. That's all I'm saying. I just want honesty.
Jamaicans is my brothers. But the Jamaicans and Jamaican and African American on two different soils, two different situations, two different political structures. You're supposed to have a Negro. Do you know we never had a black president? First of all, never. There's never been a black president. Obama is a Kenyan and a white person. A North American Negro has never been a president. And a North American.
So I'm going in back then, and this is what I'm saying. I'm going in back then. When hold on. I'm going in back then when it was Google Hangouts. I'm going in back then when we was only getting 40, 30, 40, 50 people in the room. I wasn't getting 200 to 300 people in the room back then. I was going in on this stuff. Information Man, no, because Information Man was there. I was going in back then when it was unpopular to talk like this. It was unpopular to talk like this, to look around and call things out that you saw. It was unpopular. People get upset and want to come at you for this. I was saying it then. I was saying it then. Information Man was there. So let's stop sharing. I just wanted to hold on. I wanted to put that out there because I wanted people to see. So when some of you detractors come in and you say, well, you said it was this. Say the whole thing, man. Say the whole thing. Say the whole thing. My family go to the soil here too. My family go to the soil here as well, man. Say, hold on. My family go to the soil here as well, man. Right? From my father to my when I'm down in Virginia, this is my folks, man. This is my folks. And they came from money. They came from money. They wasn't, the thing is, what we didn't know, what I didn't know, but what I know now, info, my family my family on my father's side, my aunt and her husband and all them, they had money. They came from, you see her clothes? This is like 1911. She don't have rags on, bro. They had paper. It's a whole thing that went on with my family with intimate domain and a whole bunch of stuff that I'm learning about now that I didn't even know about. Right? They had paper and land, right? Her clothes is clean, right? She was dapper. They had paper. I didn't even know this. It was, man, listen, it's so much when it comes to that side, bro. So nah, man. Nah. Like, just tell the truth. I posted this a year ago. And then on my other channel, I got the other ones, but I got more stuff that I can post. I'm trying to think, how do I go back without it going all the way back? I'm gonna go all the way back up. I didn't want it to go all the way back up to the top. I didn't want it to go all the way back up. That's me and my son. Me and my boy. He got big too, man. My homeboys. And on my mom's side, that's my grandmother. That's Orangeburg, South Carolina. Yeah, that's my grandmother. So I got you. You said Orangeburg, South Carolina. I got you. Let's do this then. Let's go for a ride. Let's do this. Let's go over to Virginia.
That's road, man. They ain't playing like down here where I finished land that is built on the plantation off of Sulphur Springs. So they don't even change the names like Lynchburg and Cotton Patch Road. Like they go all the way in, right? So I want y'all to see like the roads. Like all these was plantation roads back in the day. Hold on, I'm gonna get behind these trees.
I'm right now riding on the back roads at nighttime, man. You can't even see your hand, bro. It's so dark out there, and we just ride. Nighttime.
I'm talking about dark, man. You can't see nothing. I don't know how Harriet Tubman was running at nighttime because you can't see a damn thing. And it's miles and miles and miles and miles and miles and miles and miles of road. So you can see.
So can you imagine how dark it is down there at nighttime?
Out here. And a lot of our people was on these lands, man. And a lot of them still are. That's the crazy thing. Miles away from civilization. Look at the old outhouses. Ain't nothing out here but you and Harry and the Hendersons. So yesterday, I was down all the way down on the other end, right? Of the land. Today, I'm all the way down on the other side, so you can see it from the other angle. I'm down on the big house side, and somebody asked, "Was it fenced off?" And yeah, it's fenced off. Like, but you got to go back down on the other side. Like, if you go all the way down on the other side, it's fenced off because it's family that live on this side. So you get over here where the big house is laying all the way down here. I can show y'all. I don't feel like walking down there, but it's a super old like slave quarters down here. Right, hold on. Let me zoom in on it and make it bigger. I don't feel like walking all the way down there right this second. That's been there forever, ever, and ever. right?
But see, I'm gonna say this too. A lot of those Pan-Africans, because they don't like the narrative, they'll see this video, this live stream, and what they'll do is they'll ignore all this narrative because they're not doing things on good faith. They are, unless a lot of people on both sides, there's good people and bad people on both sides, but people don't do things on good faith. So only thing I'm saying to you, Afro Think Tank, I ain't got no smoke with you. I ain't even trying to have no smoke with you. I'm out here trying to teach these babies, man, and reach the people the best way I know how. I'm sure whatever it is that you're doing on your Pan-African side, that's what you're trying to do. Salute to you, right? But I just want you to know you made a video about me. I never made a video about you. However you got going on with me, I don't feel that way about you. I watched the content. So I was kind of shocked when you mentioned my name when you was going in on O'Shea. I was shocked when you did that. I was like, well, damn, what did I do to this man? All because of my position, a position I had way before there was an FBA, what I just showed.
Then you got this guy right here. He think he can play ball, but he ain't got no game.
I'm nice. Overly nice.
He's overly nice bad.
No, I'm overly nice. Too bad to be good.
He going in.
Too good to be bad.
Yeah, look, he going inside. He going inside the doghouse. That's the them old the houses where you had 10 of them lived in that one shack. You know what I'm saying? But it's better. It's better than living up in this. Man, there's a lot of black people that's living good in the South. So, you know, we got to do better as a people, man. And this the thing is, we can do better. We can do a whole lot better. But I think it's time for us to get out of a lot of those cities and get back down to the South where our families are, because I think we'll be better off. I think that would be better off. So I'm gonna sign off, y'all. So quiet, just out here in the middle of nowhere. In the middle of nowhere, nothing but bears and goddamn deers and and trees just out here sitting on the porch. Like about 20 miles off of the highway, off of the main highway, off 29. Like out here in the middle of the sticks, man. And the funny thing is, town just full of black folks, man. When you come out about 30 miles out of Lynchburg, in between Lynchburg and Danville, just down here in the country, man. I am, bro.
So let me share. So I mean, that's just all I wanted to do was just set the record straight. The video that's public record. I stand on that. You know, so I show, like, you know, my grandmother, my grandfather. That's all on my mother's side of my family, right? That's all on my mother's side of my family. And like I said, I thought Pop was my grandfather for so many years, but I didn't know that my grandfather died years before I was born. And Pop was Panamanian, actually. That's the crazy part. Then I found out my grandfather, you know, where he was born, and on his mother's side, and then in Florida, in Muskogee. But then the father's side lineage go back to Guyana. My mom's side, my grandmother, I just showed you my grandmother. So that's all it is, man. I mean, you know, it's not a gotcha moment or we got you. And I'm like, no, I've been said this shit. I've been said this. But like I said, in these spaces, I don't have no enemies. I don't have no Pan-African enemies. I don't have, like, I'm not on that. I'm a grown man. I'm not doing that. So if that's what y'all want, I'm not the guy. I'm not that dude. I'm not here for that. I'm not here for that. So, yeah. Okay. So we got a lot of Sudanese refugees out here in San Diego too. Yeah. Yeah. So that's all. Hold on. Let me move this up real quick. That's way back there. I gotta start my other videos for tomorrow. I'm on here live. Yeah, so that's all I wanted to put out. That's all I want to put out. Because I just, you know, we don't have to have no lies. And like I said, I don't deal in no beefs. So peace to everybody, man. Thanks for tuning in, man. Look forward for my videos coming tomorrow. All right. So remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.